Looky here. Welcome into Larry's Country Diner. We're going to have a great show today, and we want you to stay right there because you don't want to miss any of it. Right now, a little history lesson. Here's the only man in the state of Tennessee that ever appeared in traffic court and pleaded temporary insanity. He lost the case. Here's Larry.
Does Huckabee know that you're moonlighting?
Yeah. I'm daylighting, actually.
That's right. I sure like him.
I do, too. He's a good guy.
And Sarah's going to be running for something.
She's running for governor.
Governor of Arkansas.
Of Arkansas. It'll be the first time a father-daughter has ever been governor.
I wish her luck.
Yeah.
She's a good lady. Let me have them. Their promises.
There you go.
Promise.
What is the deal? I mean, she has her own spot on the show, and then I don't get it.
She doesn't know.
She's not going to talk now.
No.
All right, Isaiah 30:21, the promise says, "And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it. When you turn to the right hand, and when you turn to the left." I like that. It means he'll direct our paths, right? Proverbs 18:10, "The name of the Lord is strong as a strong tower. The righteous run to it and are safe." Boy, probably not a time in history like right now where we need that. I like that. You know what we have? Well, let me do this. The Stephanism today.
Oh, I love these.
Is old as when your friends compliment you on your new alligator shoes and you're barefoot.
Yep.
A sexy babe catches your eye and your pacemaker opens the garage door. You're cautioned to slow down by your doctor instead of the police. Getting lucky means you find your car in the parking lot. And an all-nighter means not getting up to use the bathroom. There are those of us in this room, especially behind this counter, that are old enough to understand all of that.
Every one of them.
And the one that one of the shows I talked about, Slept Like a Baby.
Uh-huh.
I was up every 2 hours.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Ask me how I slept last night.
How'd you sleep last night?
Like a baby. Becky Buller. Now, I have to admit, I thought you were Ferris's sister.
I get that a lot. I finally got myself a Save Ferris t-shirt.
There you go.
What is the significance of the airplane on the Becky Buller cap?
I wrote a song called John D. Champion, and he flew P-38 Lightnings in World War II.
Oh,
so that's
wow.
to remember him.
Oh, neat.
I look at things like that and I go, there's got to be a reason, a specific reason, because that's a unique plane.
The Twin-Tailed Devil.
The Twin-Tailed Devils?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Now, how did you know him?
I didn't know him. My co-writer on that song, Linda Dawson, knew his family, and actually her father-in-law told us the story about John D., and we loved his name so much that we decided to write a song about him.
Wow.
Great hat for vets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You bet.
It'd be a big winner in Branson during Vets Day. Becky Buller. Becky, you'll have to forgive me. I was raised in rock and roll. And when I did mornings at WSM, we didn't do a lot of bluegrass. But
I tried to educate you.
I'll forgive you.
It was rough.
But when I saw, let me just read you what, singer-songwriter, instrumentalist, raised in St. James, Minnesota, played fiddle with her parents and Gordy and Roxy Schultz in the group Prairie Grass, 10-time International Bluegrass Association Award winner. Wow. Songs have appeared on multiple Grammy Award-winning albums. First artist ever to win in both instrumental and vocal categories. First female to ever win Fiddle Player of the Year. Did you ever, when you were growing up, did you ever wish you didn't have red hair?
No, I've always been proud to be a redhead, but I do remember that when I was a little kid, I think I got tired of people asking me where I got my pretty red hair, because I obviously got it from my dad, who had bright red hair, and it's gone gray now because of my brother and I. But when I was a little kid, and my mom said I came up with this on my own, and people would ask me, where'd you get that pretty red hair? And I'd say, from the Sears and Roebuck catalog.
There you go.
Good for you.
Don't mess
It's
with
a
her.
delight to have you here today,
Thank
Becky.
you. Thank you.
And I'm anxious to hear you. This is the album right now. Do you have another album other than this?
I have about 4 or 5 albums total,
See?
but that's the brand new one.
Well, this is the important one then.
Right,
Oh,
the
yeah.
new baby.
This is where they will go to the Becky Buller website, Distance and Time. You gonna do something for this one?
Yeah, we're going to do a song that I mentioned Linda Dawson a minute ago. She and I wrote this one together as well. And we call this a celebration of the fiddle and of passing music down from one generation to the next. This is called the Barber's Fiddle.
All right.
Mr. Jean's Barber Shop, State Street, the Virginia side. I walked in hand with Pa, 5 years old and terrified. Mr. Jean smiled at me, helped me up into the chair. In the mirror I could see an old red fiddle hanging there. The gray-haired barber caught my gaze, said that's a tale I'd like to tell, of a young man who came in one day with a fiddle and a dream to sell. He tried to live out on the road, thought music was where he belonged. Well, it broke his heart and it broke his soul, made him sing a different song. Fiddle up high, fiddle down low, fiddle most everywhere I go. I'd fiddle until my dying day, if I could make a life on fiddler's pay. He sat in this very chair, scared of what his folks would say. His hope was gone, his pockets bare, they wanted it to end this way. He returned and started new, no money for a shave and trim. He asked, would this fiddle do? Said it wasn't any use to him. Fiddle up high, fiddle down low, fiddle most everywhere I go. I'd fiddle until my dying day, if I could make a life on a fiddler's pay. Mr. Jean swept the floor, spun me around and said, you're done. I begged him to tell me more, what happened to the wayward son? Turns out it was Mr. Jean, hung his fiddle up that day, and now I'm living out his dream, because he taught me how to play. I fiddle up high, fiddle down low, I fiddle most everywhere I go. I'm gonna fiddle until my dying day, if I can make a life on a fiddler's pay. Fiddle up high, fiddle down low, I fiddle most everywhere I go. I'm gonna fiddle until my dying day, if I can make a life on a fiddler's pay. Living my life fiddler's pay.
Yeah! Oh, that's good.
Becky Buller. I like you now, Becky.
Oh, good.
My brother Richard is here from Lakeland, Florida. And when I was talking about not remembering things, I remember a time when I was dating. And Richard came over to say hello to the girl I was dating. And I remember saying, Richard, this is...
Oh.
And he finally asked her name.
He dated he'd dated maybe 3 times, and he had a whole book full of young ladies.
3-timers.
3 strikes and you're out.
All right, let's get out of here for a minute.
Okay, we'll be back with more, what's the name of the show? Larry's Country Diner, right after this. And welcome back to Larry's Country Diner. You know, every great establishment should have their gossiper in the parking lot. Well,
Yep.
Ours is about to make her appearance. There's Larry.
She's out there breathing on the window and then writing in the...
Got your name so you'll remember it. Yeah.
I
Hi,
got bored.
Nadine. That's right.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, we're good. I told him, tightly scripted show.
That's right.
You heard what I said, didn't you? When I was
No.
back there, y'all were... I said, Randy Little's nose. I found Randy Little's nose in my business.
Whoa!
How you doing, Becky? Good to have you here.
Good, thank you. Good to be here. Almost wore that dress.
Did you? So you...
Good thing you did.
Good.
So you shop at Goodwill, too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you. And I sure wish I had some curl in my hair, like yours.
Well, you do. You've got some going on there.
Well, no, it's not either. It's just... Well, y'all, I got to tell you,
What?
common sense is lard. Some people couldn't grease a skillet. I tell you, my husband's family, they were over at the house the other night for dinner, and they brought their 2 boys over there, Buddy and Earl.
Oh.
And they were all excited because they saw on TV where Amazon just got approved to use drone service for delivery. They said, my goodness, now we're going to have skeet shooting with prizes. And they were telling me about a friend of theirs that's in prison. I didn't ask why. But they said his wife went to visit, and after she left, she went outside. She told the guard, she said, y'all should quit working my husband so hard. He's just worn out. He said, well, what? He doesn't do anything but laying there and sleep. She said, no, he told me he's been busy digging a tunnel. So Bill Enval, there's your sign. But the funny one was he and Bubba and Homer were down at the grocery store the other day, and they were sitting there out front getting a drink. This big old truck pulls up and it's got sod, all rolled up on it. And Bubba looks at him and he said, when I win the lottery, I'm gonna do that. He said, what are you talking about? He said, when I win the lottery, I'm gonna send my lawn out to get mowed. Homer said, you ought to just go ahead and speak your mind, because you ain't got nothing to lose. I told Homer, I said, we need to get a tax deduction just for living, just being related to these people. He's so lazy he couldn't fog up a mirror. I'm gonna go over and put the sign up.
This is the church sign.
This is the church sign.
Yeah, you're gonna go up.
You people that's been watching this all this time, you know it's a church sign. Thank you, Larry.
You're welcome.
But hey, this one is a good one.
Okay.
If you never heal from what hurt you, you'll bleed on people who didn't cut you.
Oh, that's good.
Isn't that a good one?
Yeah.
I like that.
That is a good one. I got
like
that
that.
tattooed on my back. You can't read it because it's so saggy, but
I'm trying to imagine you at the tattoo parlor. That, whoa.
yeah. I
Becky,
can't
you
imagine
got
it.
any tattoos?
No. I'm not
She
as
had to
cool
think
as
about it.
Nadine.
Just thought I'd ask.
This is getting real personal here.
If I did, I forgot about them. We have a daughter-in-law who has a tattoo, and it was a
Parrot.
parrot.
Now it's a buzzard.
When she became pregnant, it became a buzzard. Now it's back to. Okay.
You're in trouble.
Stephanie's
So
not here.
I just stay in trouble. You got another song for
We
us?
do. It's a gospel song.
yeah, there you go.
Timing, right?
I'll take that.
We need it.
This is one that I wrote with Mark Simos, and it's called Salt and Light.
Oh, good.
You ask us for salt, salt from the sweat of our brow, from the ancient sea water that flows through our veins. You call upon us to have salt in ourselves, be at peace with each other in joy and in pain. You ask us for light, light from the depths of our hearts, for the lamp of the Spirit held high to be seen. You bid us to walk amid shadows of fear, to illumine the darkness and those caught between. Salt and light, woven like body and soul, salt of the earth, light of the world, make us whole. You ask us to give to each other in love, with humble abandon that seeks no reward, that we learn to live in this realm yet not of, looking toward the horizon while standing on shore. Salt and light, woven like body and soul, salt of the earth, light of the world, make us whole. Salt and light, woven like body and soul, salt of the earth, light of the world, make us whole.
Salt and light.
man.
And that's on this one too, distance and time. and you can go to Becky Buller, not Bueller.
Not Bueller.
Buller.
Bueller. Bueller.
.com.
Not Bueller.
Yeah. My problem is every time since I've seen the name, I have been thinking about Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and it is not Bueller, it's Buller. Come on, Black, you can do this. Let's take a break and get out of here.
You know, I just don't see any point in buying a cowboy boot without a pointy toe. It's just me. I don't know. We'll be back right after this.
Hey!
Oh, welcome back, welcome back. I was just noticing our special today. Have you seen this?
No.
Homemade rhubarb pie.
My favorite.
Yeah, Becky Buller's secret recipe. You need to try some of this stuff. Make you sing that high tenor. There's Larry.
You laid your fiddle down.
I did. And I want to thank Mr. Ben Hall for playing with me today. He's amazing. I have known him since when he was playing with Charlie Louvin many years ago.
No
so it's
kidding.
Thrilled to get to pick with him again today. He's loaning me his guitar. Bless his cotton socks.
He doesn't loan that to just anybody now. I'm
I
telling
know.
you.
I'm
Now,
very
the
grateful.
cotton socks.
Yes.
Are they in your boot daddy boots?
Well, no, I've got my nylons on today. But these are from Boot Daddy, and I got them specially for today, and
Oh,
they're
wow.
the first cowgirl boots I've ever had, and they are really comfortable. And I'm not
Are
just
you
saying that,
serious?
it's true.
I hope you got
Wow.
a deal on them. You know?
Did you know that?
No, and we didn't pay her to say that either.
Yeah, right.
Swanee to goodness.
She's got some people here who have invoices. All right. Give us another song.
All right, this is the first song on the new record. I wrote this with Valerie Smith and her husband Craig, and it was inspired by a greeting card that she found at a thrift store, and it had a little cartoon picture of a girl on it, and she was at an intersection of two roads in the middle of a wood, and she was about to walk down the path that said your life, and the other sign said no longer an option, and at the top of the card it says don't look back, and that's the name of this
Oh,
song.
that's neat.
I like that.
Walking through a lonesome town, rain came a-falling down, and it drove me in here, feeling a little used, broken and bruised, like I belong here, wandering through the second-hand clothes and tarnished treasures no one loves anymore. I found a quarter's worth of wisdom in this local bargain store, and it said, don't look back, don't look back. The road you're traveling is a one-day track. Gotta look to the future, 'cause you can't change the past. Make the most of what you're living, and don't look back. Just a greeting card in a purple frame, swore it had my name written on the inside. I whispered a tearful prayer, grateful God had met me there to comfort and remind that though we long to rewrite history, we only have power in the present tense. Better learn from our mistakes, not take them up around the bend. And he said, don't look back, don't look back. The road you're traveling is a one-way track. Gotta look to the future, 'cause you can't change the past. Make the most of what you're living, and don't look back. Gonna hang that picture by my front door, so every morning just before I leave, it'll say there's a new day waiting out there for me. So don't look back, don't
is a one-way track. Gotta look to the future, 'cause you can't change the past. Make the most of what you're living and don't look back. Don't look back.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's good.
Doesn't matter whether it's a violin or a guitar. Very good. Excellent, excellent. Take a break.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
You know, she's good, but she's even better while you're eating a chicken leg. Yeah.
It's
we'll
a
be back
diner.
right after this. Welcome back to Larry's Country Diner. You know something we haven't done in a long time?
What?
A fun fact. You want
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. That sounds like a chicken dying. Our musicians will appreciate this. Did you know there are few activities that involve the entire brain, and music is one of them? That's the reason Nadine cannot play.
That's right.
Which,
You gotta have a
sing.
brain first, you know?
which musician told you that?
It's just it's a well-known fact. It uses all your brain to do that.
All right.
Movement, sound.
I wonder if those musicians know that in California, you cannot take a picture of a man with a wooden leg.
I didn't know that.
Have to have a camera.
Oh, boy, I jumped right down that hole.
Boom, boom. Which is correct to say, the yolk of the egg are white or the yolk of the egg is white?
Well, it's not white.
Oh, Keith, you did good.
I had to think about it.
You did good.
I had to think about
You
it.
did good.
Renee, what you got there?
Several months ago, or I guess it was last year, we did a documentary of Jimmy Capps.
Yep.
And we didn't have it on DVD for a while, but we have it on DVD. So if you'd like to get the documentary of Jimmy Capps, I've got it on my website at reneethewaitress.com. And I just want to say that we have a digital
Can you say that quicker?
Yeah, come on. Fast 5 times.
newspaper now. And so if you're interested in getting it digitally, and you like to be on the internet a lot, you can read it on the internet. We do have it either this way, newspaper, or you can read it online. So you can also call customer service at our 800 number, and they can give you information on getting this online if you guys like to stay on the internet a lot.
Guess who we have in person, not
Who?
digitally.
What? Who? Where? I know, Becky. And look at this T-shirt. Is this cool? It says happy, happy, happy.
I like that.
Isn't that cool? I
It
love
also
that.
says bluegrass.
Uh-huh.
I know, but it's
Happy,
a
happy
happy,
bluegrass.
happy, happy T-shirt from Becky. Isn't that cool? She's got other merchandise on her website so go to it.
BeckyBuller.com.
Yes.
What's it? Oh, there's another.
Gets
I
the
like
job
the black
done.
shirt.
Yeah. It's a
Good.
band.
All right, she's in her boot daddy boots. It has been a delight to have you with us.
It's been wonderful to be here. Thank you again for having me.
Is that a Stradivarius?
No, it's an old German thing. So I named my fiddle Leopold, but we call him the old man because
you
he's
go.
about 200 years old.
Oh, wow.
My
Wow.
Yep.
goodness. Now, is it because the wood is better?
I don't know. Funny story about how I got this fiddle. Years ago, there was this car dealership down in Cleveland, Georgia. This sounds like a joke, but it's not. They had a bluegrass festival on the back lot.
Yep.
And we played down there several times. One time when we came in, the owner of the car dealership dealt in instruments in the upstairs of the dealership. And so I got there and I played this fiddle for about 10 minutes and I had to have it.
Wow.
So I got this at Universal Chevrolet in Cleveland, Georgia.
There's a unique story.
That's true.
I love it. What you going to play for us before we get out of here?
We're going to do a song that I wrote with Eric Gibson of the Gibson Brothers. And this is called The Ride.
The Ride.
coffee to get me in the shower. Lord knows I'm not the greatest at this early hour. So pour me another to help me on my way. I'm good enough to get there, and I'm getting there today. I'm getting there today. I've been a loser, I've been a fool. Two-timing player sure took me to school. He put me down, but I will not stay. I'm good enough to get up, and I'm getting up today. I'm getting up today. I spun my wheels in a hot-rodded car. A whole lot of fun, but we didn't get far. Freedom is when you decide you're not just along for the ride. There's a big old cloud of dust in my rearview mirror, nowhere in my sights and wailing on the ears. He's saying, girl, you're crazy and you might just go insane, but you're good enough to get out, best be getting out today. So I'm getting out today. I don't need a map, just the open road to take me further down the line to the next episode, with freedom riding shotgun by my side. I'm not just along for the ride. Drop a postcard to let him know I'm gone. Didn't make mention of all the ways that it went wrong. Just a picture of the sunset calling my name. Should be good enough to get it. He'll be getting it today. He should be getting it today. I don't owe him that. He was a doggone mean, but I've always been one to try to keep my hands clean. Now freedom is my alibi, and I'm not just along for the ride. I don't need a map, just the open road to take me further down the line of the next episode. Freedom is mine, you decide. Freedom riding shotgun by my side. Freedom is when you decide you're not just along for the ride.
Yeah!
Ben Hall, everybody.
And thank you, Ben Hall.
Good stuff.
Wow.
Real good stuff.
It's been fun today, guys. Let's get out of here.
I think it's time for dessert. Let's get out of here and eat something. Larry's Country Diner, where the cameras are always rolling and we don't care.
Now check out Larry's Country Diner YouTube page. Subscribe for free.